Hi guys, Helto here! Welcome to another episode of Helto Plays Summoners War. Today I'm going through the water monsters that I use the most and love the most and most proud of, whatever you want. So let's start from like they are displayed here with Praha! Praha! She's really great. She has a good first skill. Attack 3 times, recover attack bar each time it lands a critical hit. That's good because she's despair runed. I'm going to show you my runes later. So the probability that she actually will stun something is quite high. Of course, the predicted future. Predicted future is all about removing buffs. It's not as accurate as like Tiana that are 100%, but it works okay. And of course she has a wonderful heal in the Daydream, recovers the HP of all allies by 50% and putting herself to sleep one turn. Really OP heal. You need her fast, really fast to be good. I have ruined her Despair and Nemesis. You need Nemesis to fool all those Devolutions team out there, so she will get a turn and heal instantly. I ruined her speed, HP, and you really want as much speed as possible on her. I have 220. I used to have 230, but I needed more HP, so I have to give up 10 speed, 60% accuracy, and 70% resistance. So with her as lead, she is basically 100% resist. I love this monster. I use her all the time in arena. I use her as resist lead if I need to in raids. One of the greatest monsters in Summoners War, in my opinion. Okay, next monster is Tower. This is a killing machine, one of the highest possible damage dealer in the game. Myself ruined him the Rage Blade, get the maximum power of him with speed, crit damage, attack. Since Tower loves the speed and his skill, let's check his skill. He has quite average first skill, but the Squall is more. The more speed you have, the more power it gets. And I use him in dragons for fast dragon runs, and I use him for arena offense sometimes when it's mainly fire monsters. He's awesome. And of course, Crush is the third skill is very good too. Freezes the lot and does fairly good damage too. Tower is a really good monster. Next is Camilla. Camilla I don't use anymore. After the nerf, I think Camilla has lost her potential a bit. She's still an awesome monster. It's just that I need my best rune for other monsters, so I basically stopped using her. I made a tank Milla for defense, can be very annoying, hard to kill, or at least take a long time to kill. So I don't use her much. I don't know even if it runes on her, but first skill is kind of interesting because the second skill activates in case she kills something. That's pretty good. She's an awesome Famine Farmer too. The second skill is dependent on enemy max HP, which make her hit really hard, like in the waterhole B10 or something. So she can be used there with great success. And of course, she has a passive that reduces the incoming critical damage by half, and remove any weakness effect if she gets a critical hit, and recovers 10% of HP each turn. This was the passive that they were nerfing. She had much better heal before, which made her a really broken monster. She was way too up. But still a great monster, even if I don't use her. I like her. She's an awesome monster. If you have her, use her. And I have like world boss temporary runes. I won't even go into runes, but violent is a must. I would say I like the crit Milla with violent blade or violent revenge with attack, crit damage, attack, as much as attack and crit damage you can put on her. That's my favorite, even if Tank Milla can be very annoying sometimes. Okay, let's go next in list of most used monsters or favorite monsters. Orion. Orion, this guy is so annoying. Everybody knows this who have met an Orion that are faster than your team. Could really screw you up. I use him mainly in Guild War defense. I don't use him so much in my arena defense because I have other options I like more. But he can be really annoying, and if we're going through a water top list, of course he's on my list. Of course. I have ruined him with Swift and Speed focus. I don't know, mine isn't super good runes, but it's Speed, HP. And you need some accuracy too. I have 70% on mine to make sure that you get as many debuffs as possible. I like him a lot. I hate to face him in arena, especially when he's faster than me. Could be really annoying. So if you got one, build one. Okay, Alicia, my lovely Alicia. This is one of the most potential damage dealers in the game. She has quite slow at her base speed. I haven't got the good runes for her. I need her at least around 200 to use in arena offense effectively. That's why I don't use her so much. I really need to grind Necro for better rage, because she should have Rage Blade on her. I use, since I had fairly good Despair runes, I use Despair Blade, and because of her speed, I don't use her that much. She's awesome, probably the best Feynman farmer out there. I just love her. She is a long-term project for me to get her speed up, and when I do, she will probably replace Cyros in my AAO damage team. I love her. The best thing about her is the third skill. If she kills an enemy, she gets automatically another turn and often use the second skill. Both third and second are very powerful, have a good damage. So it's an awesome monster. Okay, next monster is Galleon! Galleon is basically a natural 5-star if you think about the utility. And of course, his biggest utility is Time of Loot. It's awesome. It both increased the attack power of all the enemy, all the allies for 2 turns, and it decreases the defense of the enemy for 2 turns. And that is awesome because he almost always hit that, and that make it possible to use very fast arena offense team. Very common arena offense is people who are lucky enough to have Tiana to remove all shields and stuff, use Galleon to decrease defense debuff, and use Cyros or Alicia to kill the team. Very efficient indeed. I use Violent Revenge on mine, and it's speed, and it's HP, and it's HP accuracy. Yeah, alright, yeah, I just remember. I use accuracy on mine. Speed, HP, HP. If you want to build him a little bit tankier, you can build him as an attacker too, and use speed, crit damage, attack even. Make sure that your accuracy is up there because it's really the third skill that makes him shine. Next monster is Megan. This Megan is one of the first monsters I've been using and still use her a lot, especially in arena offense. My Devolution team is Bernard, Megan, Devolution. She still does her job very well. She can be used in Dragons B10 too, for debuff and buff attack buff. She's a great monster. I use I have ruined her Swift and I have ruined her Focus. I pretty much have crap runes on her, but that's cause I only need her in attack. So I need her fast enough to go after Bernard and buff those illusions. So don't really need perfect runes on her, just fast enough to make sure that the other team doesn't get a turn. She's great. I love her. Shilling is awesome. He makes your dragon runs really fast, and his skill is this, the cunning. He steals the beneficial effect from the enemy target when landing attack, and he basically always removes the immunity on the dragon in B10. So if you got him, make him for Dragons B10. He's awesome. The other skill is quite good too, the skill 2. Increased both attack speed and critical rate. But it's actually the third that is the most important one. I have ruined him. Swift Focus 2! Don't put Violent on him forever, whatever you do, because he's really slow. He has a really slow animation, so he will slow down your whole dragon run. Okay, what's next? Who's next? Yeah, let's take Theo! Theo, one of the most broken monsters in the game. I have to tell you, I'm only using him in Guild War defense together with Huadam, and he is a very powerful monster, but quite easy to encounter while you find out how to do that. Still, he is one of the potential hardest hitter in the game. He is always dangerous, he can go nuts, so you have to have Violent on him. And I use Will, of course, so I don't get Cyros, and he gets to be killed and in the first round. So Will is the rune set that you should use for him. I use speed, crit damage, attack. I like my Theo speedy, more than full damage. So that's Theo for you. I'm sure you all know him by now. Next monster is Fedora. Fedora is mainly used in raids. He has a great skill set for raids. If you have Diaz, he's basically as good. They have different properties that makes them better or worse in some ways. I have both, but I'm using Fedora, and that cause of the decline that protects from death and removes harmful. So he's a cleanser, and that's basically why I use him for Guild War frontline. Love him. I have used Violent, HP, Def, HP, Violent Revenge, and he has a good debuff for raids. So if you got him or you got Diaz, build one of them. I see people use both, but I would say one of them is enough. Okay, and next monster is Emma. Emma is great in raids. She's quite good. You can use her for Dragon Speed 10. She can be used as a defense buff for a defense-based damager. She's just awesome. If you have her, build her. You won't regret it. Her skill set is starting from the 3rd medical support. That she has a 30% heal, which is like a mini Praha. Of her max HP, yeah, and increases the defense for 2 turns. Also, she has a shield that are proportional to her heal. So very good in raids. I use her as a frontliner in raid. Really good. The second skill is removing a beneficial effect that could be used for like Dragon's B10 or something like that. And the first skill is glancing hit. So she has a good skill set for raids. Awesome skill set for raids. Okay, I'm almost through with all my water monsters that I use and like. Last but not least, Ariel. Ariel was my to-go monsters when it comes to raid. I used him in the front line before I got Emma. So if you got Ariel and not got good runes for Emma, Ariel is awesome to use in front for raids. Currently I have no runes on him. I have no really need for him right now. Probably will rune him in the future for something else, but he has a extreme good heal. He has a heal on both 2nd and 3rd. One of the best top healers in the game. He has good utility in many combinations of Guild War defense and use in dungeons and stuff. So if you got Ariel, you're lucky. I will build him fast, violent, and make sure that you have a lot of resistance on him. Violent, speed, HP, for example, or HP defense, depending on if you want to use him in raid or not. Okay guys, that's all for me. That was the water monster compilation here. Hope you enjoyed to see my monsters. and be back for the fire and the wind and the light and the dark section. So be cool.